Welcome to Dice with Death, where anyone could die with a roll of the dice. I'm your direct messenger, Ollie Bateman, and joining me again for this week's performative Dungeons & Dragons podcast is Chatty Badger's Jamie Powis.
Ollie, as DM, you're great. I couldn't be prouder, but I have to tell you that snow dust is powder.
You said this in the WhatsApp group yesterday. I knew there was a razzing coming my way because even though I'm probably the most seasoned skier snowboarder out of all four of us on this podcast, I decided to call powder snow dust because I didn't know what it was called. So thank you for correcting me and making me seem like an absolute dumbass. No,
there is like somebody with like a degree in snow is going to call you out for that mistake.
I am inevitably waiting for the Twitterati to come at me. I am, of course, also joined by IGN's Amy Mallet.
The avalanche may be falling, but Trev and his team are balling. It's Zakaya.
Hey.
Yeah, nice.
Yes, because at the end of the episode, the Snowballer team and Trevor, you saw them kind of penguin slide on their bellies through the forest, and now they've appeared on this rocky ridge, you know, silhouetted by sunlight. So, and like you said at the end of the last episode, Ames, actually quite nice to end an episode with the odds in people's favour.
It was the only time it was actually ending in our favour, and nobody has been kind of filled with apprehension. Like the tide has turned. Gandalf is on the ridge, and we're ready to go.
Yes, he is there. We'll see how that pans out. But I am, of course, also joined by WhatCulture.com's Adam Wilborn.
It's Titus, baby. Right time, right place. So I may be the one who got us into this death race. I'll admit, it wasn't big, it wasn't clever. Who cares about that, though? Fuck 'em up, Trevor.
If Trevor dies.
Oh.
Then we won't care because it's not Erican.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
Another character that you've grown to love throughout the campaign. Trevor, unfortunately, left the diorama on the bar, which seems to be the way that it's led Gunderson and his cronies to your location. And
so it was Trevor. I made a joke about that, but he actually left the diorama on the bar. Bitches get snitches.
Yeah, we made that canon.
Wait, did I just say bitches get snitches? Oh, sorry.
Bitches get snitches.
Get snitches.
You could have gone really D&D and gone like, liches get stitches. That would have been that would have been next level.
But no, bitches get snitches.
Now, Trevor, I know you almost got us all killed, but look at it this way. At least you're not Lakeland, so there you go.
Yeah. Poor Lakeland.
Who?
Hard cut to Lakeland just staring at the phone. One day they'll call me.
Moving a singular chess piece on a board in a submarine somewhere down the Sericlean River all on his own.
He's got a cigar and he's staring at the chair that Aark once sat in.
He's made like a Wilson style papier-mâché arc.
But instead it's like a volleyball that's just like covered in seagull feathers that he's just put adhesive on and stuck to this ball. Oh gosh. Okay. Is everyone ready to continue the adventure?
Yes.
Yeah.
Previously on Dice with Death, as the sky-high tectonic plates better known as Mount Ujiea rumbled 13,000 feet between the clouds, causing an avalanche to cascade down towards them, the gang all jumped into action to avoid a cold and icy grave. Zakaya relinquished her wild shape and headed down the slope on skis as the amateur snowballer team took to their bellies and penguins slid their way through the forest. Aark expertly ripped a thread from Titus's kilt before nudging him with a gust of wind to get going and dashed into the air without his monoski attached. Titus, now on his belly and in full Snokio drift mode, tucked his chin and landed an epic front flip, the first of the campaign and probably not the last. They all turned back to see Gunderson Hemingworth Smythe III appear mid-air through the snow dust with his cronies, having clearly set the race off with a bang. You all avoided shots from sniper rifles, slashes from rapiers, and awful tough twat speak as you carved your way down the slope, trying to dodge the many natural disasters that befell you as you descended. Out of nowhere, a throwing star connected at the origin of Aark's wings, knocking him unconscious and sending him down into the snow like a torpedo, leaving him with one immediately failed death save. Zakaya repaid her debt to Aark, shot healing energy into his body and brought him back to life before carving over to protect him. Aark awoke with furious vengeance, landed onto the skis of Casper Toffington and sent a shockwave through his body that left him looking like a singed pastel-coloured prick as his 80s high-fashion onesie started to disintegrate in the cold breeze. Titus remembered his studies from the night before and slashed into the bindings of Gunderson's snowboard, noticing a tiny fracture appear from the strike. It was then that the gang saw approaching them down the slope, rough and difficult terrain with jagged rocks, random trees, and snowy boulders that littered their path. And as the sun shone down onto the participants in this hillside death race, the silhouettes of 11 amateur snowballers appeared above the rocky ridge, readied with snowballs in hand, accompanied by the roaring war cry of, "Come on, lads, let's fuck 'em up!" And that's where we are now. This roar from Trevor the barman echoes like a Spartan's call across the valley and down onto the slope below them, literally shaking snow off of the ridge they're stood on. No sooner has the roar refracted from your ears, you see Trevor point under the ridge and shout, "Dash!" We're back into initiative. That's Gunderson, Hemingworth, Smythe's go. And I believe from last time, he is right next to Titus, because Titus, you just slashed into his bindings. Yep. You see Gunderson rear up with his rapier and try to take some stabs into you as you're careering down the right side of this slope by this tree line. Okay, Titus, does a natural 20 hit you and does a 24 hit you?
Just a bit, yeah.
Okay, Gunderson goes, "You're not going to get away from me this time, you big brute."
It's a lot of dice.
He's crit, hasn't he? This is double damage.
Shit.
You're raging, though. You're alright. You'll be fine.
Yeah, you take half damage, don't you, at least?
Okay, Titus. This one of these attacks is doubled, but all of this is going to be halved because you're obviously still raging from your last attack. You take 20 points of piercing damage.
Piss off! Pierce off!
Wow!
Woo! What on earth? Titus, no!
So that's 20 after it's been halved.
Yep.
Jesus. I am at death story.
I was right to keep hold of that last healing spell slot, wasn't
Can we just go through how much HP we all have? Because I think it's going to be a very sorry affair. Because
Please do. Aark, you go first.
I have 4 HP.
4 HP. Zakaya, what are you on?
I've got 24. Carrying the team.
Okay,
I haven't been
looking
hit yet.
healthy. Looking healthy. And Titus, what are you on?
Well, the good news is at the start of this episode, I was on 22 HP. But I'm now on 2. Yeah.
Nice. Very nice. Very nice. Gunderson just expertly with this rapier. You can tell he's had years of training and years of expert knowledge put into this weapon, as well as him being an Olympic athlete. He just gets between like your kilt and your singlet and just launches into your abdomen, like spiking at your abdomen. You see blood like physically start to appear and pour out of your body, leaving this like rouge bloody trail behind you.
Don't know why I'm laughing.
Everybody laughs when they're close to death, I'm sure.
Yep.
That's the end of Gunderson's go. It's Casper Toffington, who I believe currently has an arc on the front of his skis, correct?
He absolutely does.
Okay.
With 4 HP.
4 HP.
With 4 HP. Casper Toffington, who was the guy who ninja starred you, threw these knives at you. You're within 5 feet of each other, but it's almost too close for him to really swing and get this broadsword around. So he is instead just going to try and shove you off to the side.
Cool.
Too close for missiles. I'm switching to shove.
So, shove. Does an 18 hit you?
18 does hit me.
18 does hit you. Okay.
Oh my god.
Make me a strength saving throw, because what's going to happen here is you're going to get pushed regardless off of the skis. It's just going to happen. But the strength saving throw is so that you don't roll, fall, tumble, and take damage. So essentially, you could get pushed off and still be able to hover and save yourself.
18.
18! Yes! This is... It just looks like you've been shoved in the playground by a bully. Like, he uses the butt of his sword and goes, "Oh no, please, get off me, don't hit me, no!" And like shoves this butt of his sword into your abdomen. So you are pushed off of the skis, but you don't fall. You hover in place and you hold steady.
Jamie, how old would you be in human years? Because I want to test pushing an old person over today just to see how it compares.
In human years, I would be...
I think you're like late 60s, aren't you?
I'm 70-something. Yeah.
Right.
If you're listening,
right.
Adam's nan, look out!
Good luck to the OAPs of Gateshead today. Titus coming through!
So yeah, Aark, you are pushed off of the skis.
Yep.
Not too far though. Like, you're still within 5 feet of this guy, and you see Casper Toffington hunker down and start dashing and heading towards Titus Thunderbastard Caligari. Like, you see him start to curve over to the right side. Now, what would you like to do?
Still in 5 feet, so I'm gonna hit him.
Okay.
With Warcaster, I can use a spell instead of a melee kind of attack. So I'm going to hit him with Inflict Wounds.
Just for everybody listening, Warcaster, part of the... it's a feat that Jamie took at 4th level. He's got like advantage on Constitution saving throws, and as a reaction can cast spells. Like, Aark is turning out to be like OP bad man at this point.
If we thought he was OP at 1st level, well, I mean, you started at 2nd level, I think, didn't you?
I did.
But yeah, damn.
So Inflict Wounds, make a melee spell attack against a creature you can reach. On a hit, the target takes 3d10 necrotic damage.
Oh!
That's beefy.
Ooh.
So that is 13 plus 6. That's 19.
Does a 19
Ow.
hit Casper Toffington Smythe? It certainly does. You hit him.
Lovely.
Yes.
So he takes 10. 18. 28 necrotic damage.
Yes! Oh my god, yes!
No way!
Oh.
No way! So, Aark, with you woke with furious vengeance, landed on these skis and like singed this guy, and you were like, "Oh, it's not done enough. It's not done enough." He shoves you, and you just go, "Fuck off, mate!" And you absolutely nail this guy. What was the spell that you reacted with? Sorry.
Inflict Wounds.
Inflict Wounds.
I love that you saw him just making that beeline to Titus, and you were like, "Not today, Satan. Not today."
As you cast Inflict Wounds on Casper, you see physical wounds start to appear on his body, like open wounds. They are pouring through the armor that he is wearing. Again, this rouge trail of blood starts to like pour behind him as his skin just like disintegrates. And he's... It feels like his skin is being ripped open as this magical necrotic energy swarms his body. And Aark, in this moment, you notice that Casper Toffington is probably not long for this world.
Yes. I don't know what's happened. I don't know where that came from. That's amazing.
I love that in, like, narratively that felt so cool, because it felt like you were like, you saw him and his intention, like, to get Titus, and you were just like, fuck this.
When in reality, Jamie was like, he's hurt me, I'm going to fuck him up.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
So So you see, even though Casper is hurt, he uses his movement to get over right next to Titus Thunderbastard Caligari. So Titus, you now have Gunderson and Casper right next to you.
Good.
That is Rupert Reginald Slade's go, who's also in the vicinity of, or was in the vicinity of Casper and Aark. And Rupert Reginald cocks his rifle, looks down the slope towards Titus, and is going to fire a sniper shot at him. He's not good with a sniper rifle today. He gets a 7 to hit you, misses. You can't see me. John Cena style. You hear, like Titus, you hear behind you, echo across the valley, this sniper rifle cock itself, load this bullet into place. The shot rings out, goes straight past your ear and into one of the trees that you're going by.
Damn.
Rupert Reginald Slade uses the rest of his movement to slide over to the right-hand side of the slope and gets 60 feet behind you, Titus. Zakaya, it's now your go.
Yeah, baby. Okay.
Oh,
So
yeah.
when Trev said dash and pointed, where exactly was he pointing to? Just under the ridge is where it was safe, yeah?
He was pointing under the ridge, so what you see coming up is this big, I say ridge, it's a rocky, like, overpass bridge. Mm-hmm. So to get from one side of the valley to the other, people would, traverse or navigate this ridge that they're all stood on. It's hollow underneath, so it's essentially like a rocky, like, not tunnel, because it's not long, it's just like a... Does anybody know Durdle Door in Dorset?
Oh, yeah.
Right. So imagine Durdle Door, this archway that just continues down the slope. Very UK reference there, everybody. If you want to Google Durdle Door...
Google it, though, you know.
It's so picturesque, it's lovely, but that's what it looks like. And you see that he's pointed towards underneath it and said dash.
Okay, great. Well, that's where we potentially will be safe from the impending avalanche then. So, who's next to me? Was it... Nobody's really, are they, at the moment?
You're in the middle on your own. You've got
Yeah.
Aark maybe 30 feet behind you up the slope, who's currently on his own. And then, you've got Gunderson, Casper around Titus, and Rupert, who's 60 feet behind them on the right-hand side of the slope, where you were originally following the tree line.
Okay, cool. So, I'm going to yell back up to Aark, if I can do that. And just say, how many spell slots do you have? Are you able to heal yourself?
Can I shout back and just go, Titus has got a potion in his bag.
Titus has got a potion.
I was going to say I've got a potion. I haven't forgotten it once.
No, that's cool. No, I couldn't remember if Aark was the one who had the potion or Titus was the one who had the potion. In that case, cool.
Yeah,
Don't worry.
I've got a greater healing potion.
Amazing. All right, you better chug that quick. So, okay, cool. In that case, then I'm going to dash towards the safe spot under that ridge. How far away am I from it right now?
Roll me an insight check.
Ooh, so insightful. Actually, that's not bad. I got a 15.
15.
Yes.
Zakaya, remember that with insight checks, that if you find something out, you are more than capable of communicating it to everybody within your party with a free action shout or whatever.
Okay.
With a 15, much like the insight checks that you did in the secret naval facility when you were pressing the button to get the lift to come down and you were like, oh, how many turns until we're there? You know that you could get under that ridge in the next 2 rounds if
Provided
you
I use
dashed.
dash both times. Okay, gotcha. All right, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, I'll tweet that so that the others know. Hopefully they're checking their phones.
I'll Snokio drifting.
I will. Yeah, exactly. Lol. Picture of me with Aark behind me.
Vacay.
Vacay gone wrong. Ericsson likes it.
We cut over to Eric and Schmorgenhausen. He's still in the hotel going, oh no, this never happens to me. Oh no. And he gets a little ding on his phone and he goes, oh, what a cute vacay pic. Oh, like. Oh,
Let me see
maybe
if there's a gif of a teeny tiny bell.
oh, there is. I retweet it. Or quote tweet, yes.
So I'll yell back to Aark. I'll say, Aark, if you dash, I mean, he's actually a little bit behind me, isn't he? It's like 30 feet behind me. So within 2 and maybe a bit turns, we can get to safety if we dash. That's where we're heading for. Is that clear?
Yep, cool.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. In that case, I will dash. As I dash, I'm also going to use... Well, I mean, dash is my action in combat, isn't it? But then I can use a bonus action as well.
Yep.
So I will use Healing Word. It says here that Healing Word can be used first level as a bonus action, not second level. Is that just the way it's written on here, or?
So you pick your level, so you cast it at whatever level you want to cast it at.
Grand.
So if you cast it at a higher level, it just does more healing.
Perfect. All right, in that case, I've still got a second level spell slot left, so I will cast Healing Word on Aark again. So this is...
on Aark or Titus?
I was going to do it as Aark, because Titus will swig his potion.
Great.
I wasn't sure which one had the potion. 2d4 plus 3. Do I have to do anything for that to actually hit him as such, or is it just...
No,
Cool.
you just cast this spell.
Okay.
Accidentally heal one of the baddies. Whoops.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Could you imagine? Sorry.
I know people who play that way, by the way. I
Well,
genuinely
I've heard
know
that's a
people
thing. Yeah,
who
I've
like
heard
just
that's a
go,
thing.
no, if you want a spell to hit, you have to roll to make sure that it hits or it does something. And I just think, no.
There's no way I'm going to accidentally mistake Casper Toffington for bloody Aark. Okay, cool. Right.
All the wounds seal up on his body and scabs appear everywhere.
Everything
he's in
Aark just did.
Golden armor appears on him.
So that is... So that's 8. 8 points.
Oh, thank you.
There you go. That's made you a little bit healthier. Titus has got his potion, and I'm dashing for that ridge.
Okay, Aark, HP check. What are you on now?
12.
12.
Happy with that.
You're a healthier boy than you were the last round. Zakiah, you have dashed, you have healed. That's the end of your go. Aark, it's your turn.
So I'm gonna dash for that little kind of crop in there. So I'm gonna fly. So I'm gonna go 100 foot. Am I gonna go within 30 foot of Titus?
Where do you want to be? Do you want to be in the middle? Do you want to be on the right? Where do you want to be?
Just want to be in 30 foot of him.
You are going straight down the middle. So you move from the right to the middle. It's not going to use enough of your movement that you're like, oh, I can't dash anymore and get to where I need to be. So yeah, you are in the middle, 30 feet away from Titus.
Bonus action, I'm going to cast Sanctuary on Titus. So you ward a creature within range against attack. Until the spell ends, any creature who targets the warded creature with an attack or harmful spell must first make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature must choose a new target or lose the attack or spell.
Aark, is that the end of your go?
That's the end of my go.
Titus, we move on to you, my friend. What are you doing in this instance? You are surrounded by Gunderson Hemingworth Smythe and Casper Tuffington, with Rupert Reginald Slade 60 feet behind you further up the slope.
So, Jamie, does that mean if I attack someone, your spell's finished?
It does, yeah.
Okay.
So you can attack if you want to. I don't mind. That's fine. You do you.
No.
But like, if you wanted to dash, for example, you probably couldn't. Well, you could at the moment, but you take an opportunity attack. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Unless... Remember what we spoke
Unless
about last
you
episode, everybody?
disengage, baby.
But then you won't be able to dash.
That was what I was just about to say. There must be a reason why you can't do both together, because that seems like two. Yeah, that makes sense. No, that's so you either attack and lose it, or you make a dash, but you're protected by Jamie's spell.
And the ridge isn't the finish line, is it? It's just a safe
it's
place.
Not. It's well, you. I mean, nobody else has kind of rolled insight checks or got a higher score than say Zakiah at the moment. But you just see this ridge and you see Trevor pointing towards it, saying dash. You don't know if it's like a safe haven or anything yet.
Well, first and foremost, I should probably take that greater healing potion more than anything.
That's
I'm
the
about
thing.
to die.
Yep.
But that is an action.
Oh, shh.
Titus, you're in it. Everybody listening, Titus is in a very sticky situation. He's surrounded by two people with a third further up the mountain. Titus is on 2 HP.
2. Yeah.
So, you know, his actions, whatever action he takes here, he could go down. And we could actually see the first ever Titus unconscious
No. Well, I figured, and you guys tell me if I think if there's the wrong course of action. If I do take the healing potion, then, like you say, that's my action. So I'll still just be there. So then I could immediately get attacked by them, and they could both get nat 20s, and I'd still be back where I started, sort of thing. Mm-hmm. So I'm thinking disengage. Yeah. Well, I don't heard any protests, so I'm going to go for disengage there. For once, I'm going to try and do the smart thing rather than just, I'm going to flail the sword around my head and hope for the best.
You're going to hate me now because I want a roll check. Because when you disengage, do you disengage from one person or do you disengage from two people?
Bear with me, everybody, while I properly look this up.
I've just found it in the rule book. If you take the disengage action, your movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks for the rest of the turn.
Yeah.
So once you hit disengage, you could just be...
That's what I'm reading here. So it's not just against one person, it's against anything that could be incoming. And we're back in the room. Titus, what would you like to do?
I suppose I best disengage then.
Titus, you have used your action to disengage. Are you... I mean, you can use your movement to move further. You won't be able to dash in this instance, but you could move further away from the group that you're surrounded by currently.
Yeah, I think if he's telling us to get down to that bit, I'll not try and move as close as I can down that hill then.
Great. So...
Although, if I move, do I move out of your spell area, Jamie?
No, you've got it now. You're all good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jamie's spell was cast on you, not around you.
Rather than around. Okay, cool. Yeah, do that then, please.
Okay. Titus.
Just duck my head, like the skiers before they do off the big jump.
Yeah. Yeah, you hunker down on your snowboard. As much as someone who is 7.5 feet tall can hunker down, you hunker down.
Can I say something to them as I do that? Completely, it's an attempt to confuse them as well. I'm going to say, later, skaters. Which they think, we're not skating, we're skiing. Aha!
And they'll be thinking about that all day, and that will really mess them up.
Run straight into a tree and die.
With any luck.
So, Titus, you hunker down and start to gain speed and move further down the slope. You are currently 50 feet behind Zakaya and Aark, who are neck and neck down the middle of this slope right now. Normally, that would be the end of the turn, but I mean, you've got these lovely natural disasters that you've been rolling for. So if everybody could go ahead and please roll me a d6.
Can't remember what these equate to either.
I can.
So I don't know what I want to roll.
Because I only got avalanches in the last one, didn't I? I just kept rolling ones.
Yeah, you got ones.
Guess what I rolled this time?
What did you roll?
It's a 1.
Oh, nice. Zakaya, what did you get on the d6?
I got a 5.
Okay, and Titus?
2.
2, okay, right. Titus, even though you break away from the pack, you notice that the avalanche that is coming down towards you has kicked off all of these rocks and boulders, and they're essentially like leaping through the air and raining down like meteorites onto the slope. Titus, I need you to roll me a dexterity saving throw as these rocks and boulders start pelting into you on the side of the slope.
Come on. I know I've said I like our friends at Dice Goblin, right? Don't screw me on this. Hang on. At Dice Goblin UK on all the social medias. 18.
Woo!
My guy!
Yes! Amazing.
Shout out to Dice Goblin. Shout out
DiceGoblin.co.uk, baby. Look at these pieces of shit. The old one's in the bag. Fuck off.
Okay. Yeah, Titus, these rocks completely miss you. They start pelting into the side of the slope, and you so expertly slalom around them. You've never been a snowboarder before, but you, in this moment, being the Iceman that you are, just career around, missing all of these rocks that are just splashing snow dust everywhere. Zakaya, You got a 5, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
Okay. You're going to swerve out the way of a random tree. Roll me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Normally when I'm on my phone, I'm straight into a lamppost, so probably won't bode very well. 8.
8.
8. Yeah, not ideal.
Okay.
I blame Twitter.
Blame.
Thinking she's going to like Wile E. Coyote into a tree here, right?
Yeah,
It's just an
legs
outline.
either
Arms
side.
and legs.
Zakaya, you in this instance, with all the commotion that's going on, with people moving all over the slope, with Titus being surrounded, your essential stepbrother being surrounded by these evil guys trying to kill him on the side of this mountain, you take your eye off the ball for a second, and you're in rougher terrain now. There's all these more natural disasters around this ridge, way more extreme than normal, so a random trees in the middle. You are going to career into this tree. It's not going to completely stop your movement. You are going to be able to carry on, but you will take damage as you smack into the side of this tree.
Okay.
You take 9 bludgeoning damage as your shoulder connects with this tree at speed. It spins you. You stay up on your feet. You don't fall over. You don't faceplant into the snow. But yeah, 9 points of bludgeoning damage to you. Aark, what did you get on your roll again?
Got a 1. Got a 1, Ollie.
You've
Got
a 1.
avalanche. That's what I got.
I was going to move these around for this, but fine, we stick with it. Avalanche. Aark, roll me a strength saving throw, please.
17.
17.
Yes.
This snow dust, because that's what I'm calling it now instead of powder. This snow dust, this heavily packed snow, rains down onto you. So you're only going to take half of this damage as this avalanche tries to catch up with you and bury you. What's your HP
Ollie,
right now?
would you say with great powder comes great responsibility?
I would if I was calling it powder, but it's snow dust canonically
Yeah,
now. But I love it. I love it. I think we'll put a wow in there because that was great.
Thank you.
All right. Backseat editor over here. Fine. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It's
Absolutely.
not your call.
I get some say, surely. No? All right, fine.
Put us on a mountain with
Puts a
wind.
fart noise next time whenever Ollie talks now.
Next time I want Ollie to set in like the adventure in like a radio studio with like sound deadening. There is complete silence. I've got 12 HP, by the way.
12 HP. You take 7 points of damage from this packed snow
It's fine.
that starts to catch up with you and land on top of you. Zakaya, you notice that this avalanche is right behind you, with you and Aark being neck and neck on this piece.
On this piece.
That's the end of the natural disasters, which now probably more so needed than ever. We move on to the snowballers go, and you see
Oh, yes.
Trevor the
Hallelujah.
barman and all the amateur snowballers rearing their snowballs up on the ridge, chanting, banging their fists against their chest.
Let's do a bit of character development. What are the other snowballers called, sorry?
Laser. Laser.
I knew you were going
I
to
believe there are 10 of them as well. I believe there are 10 of them that
yeah,
you
I think
mentioned.
so.
Yeah. So there's Trevor, who is obviously Trevor
Barney
the barman.
McGrew.
There's
Hugh.
Jeva. There's
Hugh,
Breva.
Brew, Barney McGrew, Cuthbert, Dibble, Grubb. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 more to name. So we'll just go John, Paul, George, and Ringo. There we go. That's all their names. Fuck naming the rest of them and remembering all their names. But thank you, Adam. Thank you for that. Yeah. So these snowballers are going to essentially pair off in teams and go for each of these guys who are on the mountain. So the first set goes for Gunderson, who's right next to Titus. Misses with all their snowballs. Titus, you see these snowballs cascade down
God's
past
sake.
you, just like not hitting Gunderson at all. You're still swerving around all these rocks and boulders, and they
I love
completely
the
miss.
idea that, you know how we pretended that we were like, we've done this before to race Gunderson. Like,
Yeah.
they've never snowballed before. They were just talking a big game at the bar. This is their first rodeo.
They haven't even balled up the snow. It's just powder.
They're just flicking it like Salt Bay.
Adam, it's not powder, it's snow dust. Thank you. It's not
Sorry,
powder,
yes.
it's snow dust.
Get it right, Adam.
Get it right, man. Come on. The second group of snowballers are going to go for Casper Tuffington, who is also right next to Titus.
Is he nearly dead as well?
He's weak,
up.
yeah, he's weak.
He's fucked up.
Again, all the amateur snowballers completely miss.
God.
They all miss.
No one's getting
Snowballs
paid at the
raining
end of
down. And then the third group are going to go for Rupert Reginald Slade, who is 60 feet further up the mountain. So, I mean,
Is this
they
Ringo?
hit him.
Is this Ringo, George?
this is John, Paul, George, and Ringo.
Paul. Okay,
Come on, the
come on,
Beatles.
lads.
Let's
come
go.
on, lads.
Hey, they got a nat 20.
What? Of course they did.
So
They're the fucking
Beatles.
Beatles.
Oh dear. Yeah, as John, Paul, George, and Ringo all rear up these snowballs and clock Rupert Reginald Slade further up the mountain, you hear them start to chant in a very kind of pub-like chant where everybody's had a few beers. They start going, "We all live in a yellow submarine, a yellow submarine, a yellow submarine. We all live in a yellow submarine," and chuck these snowballs, hitting Rupert Reginald Slade in the chest, in the shoulders, in the face. It's like machine gun snowballs at this point. He's not going to take any damage from these snowballs. These snowballs don't do any damage, but he is going to roll a dexterity saving throw to save himself from being knocked over into the snow and possibly covered by this avalanche. He got a natural 1.
Yes!
So he is buried.
He's dead. He's gone.
He's buried.
Next problem. Come on.
Thank
Oh,
you.
you hit.
Next.
Rupert in the snow with boulders.
All you hear is, "We all live in a yellow submarine," and machine gun fire of snowballs hit Rupert Reginald Slade. He is knocked off of his skis down into the snow, and the avalanche catches up with him, completely covers him, and he is now buried in this icy grave on the hillside. The snowballers have taken out one of Gunderson Hemingworth Smythe's cronies. He is out. He is gone. We're now back to the top of the round, and that is Gunderson Hemingworth Smythe III's go. Gunderson crouches down, gets closer and closer to the snow on his snowboard. As he crouches down, Titus, roll me an insight check.
13.
You see that as he crouches down, you look back and you see him crouch down, and he's got his rapier in hand ready. As he crouches, it's so minute, and there's so much going on that it's amazing that you hear this, but you just hear this. You hear a ping of metal, and you notice that, like, fixings from his bindings ping off. And he starts coming closer and closer towards you. Gunderson Hemingworth Smythe III, in this moment, is going to try and grapple you, Titus. So I'm going to need you to roll an opposed athletics check in this moment, please.
Thank God you necked that
Yes.
potion, eh?
Did you net the potion? Sorry.
I
don't think you did.
That's why I'm being sarcastic.
I couldn't neck it because it was an action.
Oh, that was sarcasm, was it, Amy?
It was the
oh,
ward.
okay.
You didn't do it because of the ward.
Titus, what did you get?
10.
Do you add anything because you're raging?
Don't think so.
Strength, isn't it?
Just double check.
I'm pretty sure you get advantage.
You gain advantage. Yes, sorry. Thank you for that. Ooh.
There we go. There we go.
And that is a 19.
Amazing.
Brilliant.
Okay. Titus,
I'm so
you
stressed.
hold. Titus, you hold steadfast as Gunderson Hemingworth Smythe III crouches down, catches up with you, and goes into a grapple with you. Now, you rolled a 19, correct?
Yes.
He got a natural 20.
No.
So he grabs onto you in this instance, and with a natural 20, he is able to do a minute action. Titus, tell me exactly where the bandolier of grenades on your body is currently right now.
I think it's swinging between my legs, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. That's very tightest place for it to be fair.
Swinging between your legs, so like tied around your sporran.
Yes, I think so.
Okay. Because he got a nat 20, he grapples onto you. And you hear his, like, they're not desperately panting kind of breaths. This isn't romantic. This isn't an erotic novel that we're getting into right now. But you hear him go, Titus, you beast of a man, I will finish you now. And he reaches down towards your sporran to where, like,
Careful.
your kilt is. And in this moment you go, oh, okay. I didn't know I was going to get finished on the side of a mountain, but here we go. And he pulls one of the pins out from the grenade on your bandolier. And as soon as he has done so, he uses his movement to move out of your vicinity and away from you to the middle of the slope. Titus, you have a couple of options here. You can either use your reaction to get an opportunity attack on Gunderson, Hemingworth, Smythe, or you can use your reaction in this instance to do a sleight of hand check to get rid of this grenade bandolier on your person.
I mean, as much as I really want to attack him, there's a grenade between my legs.
There is
So I
a
think I probably have-
there is a live grenade between your legs, and it is cooking.
Yes, so let's... Unfortunately, I had big plans for these grenades, but yes, let's get rid of them, or let's attempt to get rid of them with a sleight of hand check, shall we?
Okay, roll me a sleight of hand check, please.
What's my modifier? Oh, 16.
You furiously grab at your crotch to find this bandolier with grenades on it, swinging between your legs. You successfully grab it, pull it from your kilt. Tell me where you throw this.
Gunderson's sort of out of range, isn't he? He's buggered off.
He's moved to the middle of the slope.
Is he near anyone else? As somebody who is not great with grenades.
In this instance, Aark and Zakaya, you are 30 feet after Titus and Gunderson, so you are further down the mountain.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wicked.
Quick powwow with the rest of the gang. I feel like, overarching story-wise, I'm not saying I'm going to kill him by doing this, but you don't want to get rid of the boss. Like a good film, the last person you defeat is the boss. Rupert's out of the game. He's in a ice coffin, basically. Casper's further up, so I can just sort of, in theory, potentially, Ollie, yes, drop it basically in his path. And then it's just us versus Gunderson, which would be really good for the listeners.
And also, we don't have to win. We don't have to kill everyone. We just have to win. So at the moment,
Exactly.
if
We'd have the three of us battling Gunderson. If we completely take Casper out of the picture,
Yeah.
we'd have the three of us battling Gunderson, all the Beatles and Hugh and Pew and Trev and the rest of them all going for him. I just think it's a nicer story, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Because then we'll get by with a little help from our friends.
Hey! Great stuff.
Can I just say as well, without anybody rolling a history check, you do need Gunderson to get to the top of the mountain.
Oh, we need his bloody chopper, don't we? Yes.
we need him.
Oh, yeah.
We need
Yeah.
him because I can't fly it.
Yeah.
Can I? Because I like to do things with a bit of style and, reflect the what's cool in 2021. So I'm just thinking about this. Can I sort of swing it as if I'm going to throw it at Gunderson, and then in my head, right, Casper's like in a direct line behind me. Okay, so in theory, if I drop something exactly where I'm standing, he'll ski onto it potentially. So swing, then last second, just dab, and then let go of the bag as I do that.
You can absolutely do this. You want to do this?
Absolutely. I think dabs are still cool, right? It's 2021.
Yeah, I'm sure they are.
Dabs are still cool. I'm sure they are.
And Fortnite dances, absolutely.
And
Fortnite
let me just check on
dances,
Vine.
Yeah. Hey, has anybody heard of the Ice Bucket Challenge? That's still good, right? That's still
What about the
cool.
Harlem Shake? You guys know of the Harlem Shake?
Yeah, shit.
I'm going to do the cinnamon challenge in about 5 minutes for the episode. So
I would genuinely love to see you do the cinnamon challenge, Jamie.
it's all right. We'll do that on when we get a Patreon going. We'll feel like that can be like one of the tiers.
Yeah. We'll do it on a no dice on a Patreon thing, and we won't film it because it will just like the audio of you going.
I think
will be enough.
using your imagination will be better.
Yes. Titus.
As I do this, can I say, stop? I could have dropped my croissant, please.
And we're back to the vines,
You could
everybody.
have, as he started going away, you could have been like, "Why are you running?"
Why are you running? Okay. Titus, you dab. You swing and you dab. And you let go of this grenade bandolier, which flies 5 feet behind you and into the face of Casper Toffington. This grenade is going to explode.
Yes.
Titus, you are within 5 feet from it, so you will take damage.
It might propel you a little bit further down the mountain if you're lucky. If Ollie was a
Titus.
kind DM and doesn't laugh like that.
Titus, HP check. What are you on?
2.
2. Okay.
But I do have a little something up my sleeve, potentially, that I probably should have used earlier.
I know what this is. Okay, listeners. Okay. I mean, I'm rolling 3d6s here, so you're going to like go down no matter what, but let's roll and see what happens. That is 11 points of fire damage. So what happens is you swing, you dab, you let go of this bandolier like a supermarket shopping bag. It flies into the face of Casper Toffington, obscuring his view for mere seconds before this grenade erupts, singeing his face, his 80s high fashion onesie, everything that he's wearing. He is incredibly hurt by this explosion, and it physically pushes him back a little bit. So Titus, in this moment, you take 11 points of fire damage.
Can I use Stone's endurance?
Yes, you can.
I remembered.
Right,
Look at us
Adam.
go.
Adam, this is brand new to the podcast. This is brand new for everybody listening. Please, can you read Stone's endurance, please?
It says you grab your cock and bollocks and say, Stone's endurance right here.
Thank you, Wizards of
and
the
it
Coast,
says-
for making that so vivid a description.
As a reaction, reduce damage dealt to you by 1d12 plus 3.
As a reaction,
Is that because it has to be my turn?
you've used your reaction to let go of the grenade.
Oh, bollocks.
Okay, Titus, you take 11 points of fire damage, and you are knocked unconscious. You
Wow.
fall down into the snow and start sliding. You are sliding at terminal velocity with everybody else. You haven't slowed down yet, but you are, for the first time in the campaign, I think, everybody,
Yeah.
Titus
Yeah.
has been knocked unconscious.
We're all even Stevens now, aren't we? Well, actually, Ark's been knocked unconscious twice. Oh, man. Okay.
Titus, you are not falling from any kind of big height, so you don't immediately fail another death save, but you are currently down and unconscious. Another Tango Ice Blast is being forced into your mouth as you slide face first. Like, you go full into, like, Snokio Drift again, but you are completely unconscious.
I don't like the face with the crossed eyes on D&D Beyond that's staring back at me, right?
Yeah, it's horrible, isn't it?
So, I mean, that was Gunderson Hemingworth Smythes the third. It's now Casper Toffington's go, who has been blown up in the face by this grenade. He has a broadsword.
This is so stressful.
Titus, you are unconscious and on the floor, which means that any melee attacks against you will do 2 death saves if they hit. You will fail 2 death saves if this hits. So, Casper Toffington crouches down, comes up alongside your body, which is in full Snowkeo drift mode right now, which just looks so funny.
Yeah.
Like snowboard spoiler above and behind you, reared in the air, your limp, muscular surf body just falling down. Casper Toffington is going to try and hit you with a broadsword attack. Does a 17 hit you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Casper, I mean, this is Knights of the Round Table, Sword in the Stone, King Arthur kind of vibes. Plunges this sword directly into your lower spine.
Looks like I've got a sail now, basically.
Yeah. You could mount a flag on it.
Yeah. You could mount a flag on it. Absolutely. You could. Yeah. This broadsword is now dug into your lower spine, and he twists it as it goes in, just to create even more of an open, awful wound. Like, you see the blood is pouring from you now. You are just a red rouge, like slushy, on the side of this mountain.
Oh.
And you hear him toffee twat laugh as this sword is like twisted into your back.
This is dark. This is brutal. I'm feeling this.
He pulls the sword from Titus's back, and that's the end of his go. Zakaya, it's now your go.
Oh my god. So just, kind of off character for a mo. I have no more healing spell slots. I have no more spell slots in general because I've used them both at 2nd level. I don't have a potion. Titus does. Can I administer his potion to him if I get to him? Or could I go for a medicine check? How could I help to revive him? Are those my options, basically?
So there's the other option that you wait for Aark. The problem we've got is we're going to get him back up and he's going to be knocked down straight away.
Exactly, yeah.
And I've got 2 spell slots left.
Okay, all right.
So we can do it twice.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good point.
Also, he's not going to make this outcrop thing.
No, he's
so
not.
We need to both do 2 dash actions to get there.
I suppose at least it saves us burying him. He's always 2 birds. No, I'm only joking. That was very macabre for me.
2 birds? What's that? Can you finish that idiom for me, please?
Two birds, 1 snowball.
Is it not? If I get brought back to life, isn't my go after Aark's? Could I then immediately take them potion as part of my action?
Yeah, I'm kind of trying to picture it. No one. I think.
Yes, but Titus, in this moment, you're unconscious, so please don't speak.
Okay, sorry. Hang on.
It's true though. I'm trying to. I don't know if anyone here has played Final Fantasy X, but I'm trying to remember like the order in which we're going in because that's a part of the strategy as well. Damn it!
I'll just do this so this Jamie can put this in the edit. I say.
Everybody roll insight checks. No, you're unconscious. It's fine.
We couldn't hear what you meant. Okay.
I will get him back up.
All right.
But he's going to go down straight away.
He will.
I think.
He will. Yeah. Could I maybe? Oh, sorry. Go on.
Sorry, not my turn. You go.
No. I was just going to ask like how far away I am from Casper because I could take a shot at him. He's looking pretty gnarly, isn't he?
You're in the middle of the slope. He is 30 feet away.
Could I take a shot? Yeah, actually, that I could take a crossbow shot at him.
Yep.
And at least that takes one of them down. I'll have to go Red Dead Redemption slow-mo style again, so sort of like skiing whilst obviously shooting. But that means I won't be able to use dash.
That's the thing.
So it's like, do I want to take a risk at hitting him?
Oh, listeners, I love this situation that I have concocted
I don't.
here.
Yeah, because if I miss, I'm basically screwed because I don't think I'll be able to get there. But then at the same time, Aark can bring him. Yeah. Oh no, this is so difficult.
How fucked up is Casper?
Can I do an insight check to see that, Ollie, at all?
Free action, insight check.
Yeah. I got a 2. So that's 5. So I can't even see. I can't even see if that's Casper or not. Most likely.
To you, Casper looks like a very healthy athlete. Even though he's covered in open wounds, he's like singed across the face. He looks like a normal, healthy human being.
You have to respect the fiction. You have to respect it.
To be fair, we worked out, didn't we, that with one more dash I'll be able to get under Durdle Door. But does that mean that how fast is the avalanche actually travelling? Because that was how quickly I could get there. But if I waited and did it next turn, would the avalanche get me?
Mechanics-wise, guys, the avalanche only gets to you if you roll super poorly on your d6s.
Okay.
So this avalanche is falling behind, but momentum could slow it down. You could all not get awful natural disaster stuff, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay. God damn.
And I think for this round as well, and every natural disaster round going forward, we'll roll it at the end of all of your goes, just so we get that out the way in one go.
Okay, all right. I'm going to risk it for a biscuit. I'm actually going to take the crossbow out and shoot at Casper.
This is so good, Ollie. Thank you for this. This is a great,
this is wicked.
great scenario.
11.
I thought it'd be too much, and it is kind of too much, but it's also narratively so good. So yeah, let's go for it.
Yeah. Okay, so I actually got 11, which I don't think is going to hit him, is it?
11 misses.
Fuck. Okay.
Hits
all right.
Titus. He's
Hits
dead.
If it was a nat 1, I'd fully accept that, and I would have to live with that on my conscience. Okay, all right then.
That's your action.
That's my action. So
a crossbow bolt has pinged into a tree past Casper Toffington's face. You have movement and you have bonus action.
Okay, I'll just keep skiing down towards the Durdle Door. How far away are the snowballers?
They are... if this wasn't clear to all the listeners and everybody else, moving down the mountain, a dash... Like, you guys are all moving at the same movement speed that Aark can fly, so 50 feet in a turn. And if you wanted to dash, that's 100 feet. So when you rolled your initiative and you saw the snowballers were 2 dashes away, that was 200 feet.
Right, so but that's what I mean. That's where they are. They're at the safe bit.
Yeah,
Okay,
well,
all right.
They're on top of the ridge, yeah.
They're on top of the ridge.
We can't call anything safe in this instance.
No, totally not. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll just keep heading there. That's all I can really do.
Okay, fine. You continue on your course, having missed this crossbow bolt into the side of Casper Toffington. We come to Aark. That is your go.
I am going to cast Healing Word on Titus. So Titus is back.
Yes!
And immediately down.
It is going to be really good. This is my bonus action. A creature of your choice that you can see within range regains hit points equal to 1d4 plus your spellcasting ability modifier. This spell has no effect on undead or constructs. Oh, nice. So that's 4 plus 4 is 8.
Wonderful. Titus, you awake.
Back in the game, baby.
Face down in the snow with another Tango Ice Blast forced down your mouth. But you are awake. Aark, is there anything else you can do with your turn or want to do with your turn?
I'm going to dash, please.
Okay.
So I dash straight to that kind of... Actually, can I have a look where we're going?
Yeah, of course.
Is that an easy reaction?
No. If you this free action, you want to investigate, see what. Or no, hold on, perception check, perception check, please.
So I've rolled a 19, and for perception I had a 4, so that's 23.
Great.
Right. Okay. You want to see where you're going?
Yeah.
You see the Durdle Door. You see this archway with the snowballers above it. You see that you're kind of coming through rough and difficult terrain. It's not affecting you too much in terms of movement, but you'll know that natural disasters will have a higher DC, like save, like through all of this stuff. But to get through this ridge and underneath with hopefully what the snowballers are planning will hopefully get you. I mean, you're like, after you get under this ridge, you'll be halfway through the course, but it could be safer. There's more slope. There's more the rest of the run going down towards the bottom of the Ujiea Ski and Leisure Resort.
Can I, as a free action, shout up to the snowballers and just shout, like, target Casper?
You shout, target Casper. That's the end of your turn. We go to Titus Thunderbastard Calagavi, who is currently in Snokio Drift mode. What would you like to do?
Not die, preferably. It'd be really good, actually. Well, I suppose to improve my chances for what comes next with the natural disasters, I assume I should probably get up from eating snow in case a rock comes along or something. Would that be an action or a bonus action?
That would be half of your movement speed to stand up.
Just to double check with the team, I should drink this greater healing potion right now, shouldn't I? That should be first and foremost priority.
Yeah. You are going to, like, backflip though, aren't you, as well? Like, you're not just going to...
I was going to say, you use half of your movement speed to get up, but because you are falling down a mountain on your belly, you will need to do an athletics check to get up and stand up properly.
Oh, that's no bother. Yeah, can I get up and still drink the potion, or is it an either-or sort of scenario?
You are down on your belly, not on your own accord. So you wouldn't need to roll a athletics check to get up. You'd need to roll I'd say a dexterity saving throw, because you're down on your front, not by your own volition. So if you roll this as a saving throw, you can absolutely get up. You'll use half your movement speed, and then you'll have an action to drink a potion.
Yeah, let's do that.
Roll me a strength saving throw, please, to get up from this prone position.
Now, just to do a bit of admin here, I don't... Oh, can I rage first, actually?
You can absolutely rage as a bonus action.
Yeah, baby.
Yes.
Nice
Cool.
one.
I was about to say I couldn't do that. I couldn't have an advantage on the strength saving throws because I wasn't raging, but I just pinched both my nipples. So
I love it. I love it when you guys read all your notes.
Pinch,
It's so great.
Pinch
It's
those
so
nipples.
Should have really remembered Stone's endurance when I hit that got that 20 damage, huh? Yeah. So rage and then strength saving throw. Here we go.
Yes, please.
Okay. First of all, I got an 11, which I wasn't feeling too confident on. And then I rolled a 16, which with my modifier goes to 22.
Ooh! Titus, you wake up. Tango Ice Blast force down your throat as you fall down this mountain on your face. You sound very much like the captain of the guard in the facility who is eating the steak cheese sandwich at this moment.
Oh, what a throwback.
With all this ice in your mouth. Titus, how would you like to get up?
Oh, God, why would you tempt? Why would you tempt him?
I think I noticed a tiny little mound to get a bit of a jump off it. To then obviously flip backwards and in one simultaneous movement not only land on my feet, but pat the cab of the greater healing ocean.
Titus, you awake. You spit all this snow out of your mouth. You guide yourself towards this mound. You launch. You crane your neck back towards you. Everybody around you, Gunderson from the middle of the run, Casper, who's behind you singed, looks directly towards you as you backflip. Through the rays of the sun, you are silhouetted in this instance as your dolphin-like muscular body turns. In motion before you've even landed, you pop the cap of this healing potion, chug it all down, and land perfectly on your snowboard, carving away down the mountain.
How much is a great healing potion worth?
Okay, that is 4d4 plus 4.
Okay. Come on. Got a solid start at a 1. 4. Okay. 4? 4!
Hey,
Right, okay.
perfect.
4, 8, 12, 13, plus 4, 17.
17. So let's get a HP check on Titus when you've loaded that up. What's your HP?
17 plus 25.
25. You're a healthy boy now. You've backflipped. You've popped the cap on this thing. Yeah, you are up. Titus, you have used half of your movement to get up, along with a bonus action rage and an action. So you've still got 25 feet of movement if you wanted to get anywhere, or you can just stay put where you are.
Now let's get down this bloody mountain close to Trev and the boys.
Okay. You hunker down and move 25 feet down the mountain. Everybody go ahead and roll d6s, please, for natural disasters.
Time again, folks.
So what we know, 1 is avalanche, 2 was boulders. What is everything else? What was the tree? What did you
I
get
got a
last time?
5. That was my tree. Yeah.
Okay. So I don't know if we remember what 3, 4, or 6 are.
I don't think we've got a 3, 4, or a 6 yet.
Oh.
Maybe. I'm not sure.
Aark, what did you get?
2.
About to find out.
I got a 2, which is great news.
Okay, that's something different. That's
Yeah.
something different. Zakiah, what did you get?
I got a 4.
You got a 4. And Titus, what did you get?
I also got a 2.
Okay, wonderful stuff. 2 is boulders. So from the avalanche, all these boulders that are coming down the mountain, cascading, picking up snow, they're going to try and hit you and do damage to you. Aark and Titus, make me dexterity saving throws, please.
I've been looking at my notes again. Can I see these boulders coming towards me? Am I looking behind for them, or are they more of a sort of surprise boulder?
They're more of like a surprise boulder.
That's a great name for the episode. Surprise boulder.
But great for looking at your notes, because you have advantage on traps and other things that you can, see within your vicinity that are coming towards you. But these natural disasters are coming at you left, right, and center. So pretty tough to discern all this stuff. Aark, what did you get?
24.
24.
Excuse me? 24?
24, on a
18
save.
plus 4.
Yeah. Titus, what did you get?
11.
11. Okay. Aark,
11.
you suffer no damage whatsoever.
Thank
These
God.
boulders just... These boulders just, again, meteorite into the slope and the snow around you. And Titus, you take only 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. 21 HP.
21 HP. Okay. Zakiah, what did you
Trev.
get again? You got a 4, is
I got
that correct?
a 4.
Okay. You are in the middle of the slope, and you're kind of careering over rough terrain now. And from the ridge, which isn't too far away from you, with the chanting that's going on at the top of the ridge, we all live in a yellow submarine. It's rumbling. The side of the mountain is moving. Snow is cascading. You see icicles hanging above you just at the ridge that break off and start to fall towards you. Zakiah, roll me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh, blimey. Okay. Ice baby. That wasn't ideal, I'll be honest with you. I'm not gonna lie, that was an 8.
That was an 8. Okay.
So, yeah. Good job I
You see
started with
these-
some good HP.
Yeah. You see these icicles break off and fall towards you, looking to pierce into your body and cause you damage. 7 points of piercing damage to Zakiah as this icicle stabs into your thigh, into your abdomen. How are you looking?
8 HP.
That is the end of the natural disasters, and we now go on to the snowballers. The snowballers,
Come on, guys.
the snowballers
Come on.
clock what you shout, Aark, and they all turn to each other. They go, "Come on, lads!" Rear their snowballs, and they're all
Sounds
going...
like he's saying, kiss me.
We'll get it in wherever we can, listeners. We'll get it in.
Smart-ass motherfucker.
They're all going after Casper Toffington.
I've got to think of a Beatles pun for him quick. I really liked, was it Rupert in the snow with damage? What was it you said, Ads?
With boulders or something, yeah, something like that.
The Snowballers had a much better round this round.
Yes!
One of the group completely misses, just true to form. Just
Okay.
they're amateur. Their throw is not good. Their aim is not on point this time. But John, Paul, George, and Ringo, and the other people.
Here comes the snow. Do-do-do-do.
John, Paul, George, and Ringo got a nat 20,
Oh,
No.
which means
Honest,
that
can we
without
recruit them?
Hit him in the
Can we
bollocks.
recruit them?
That's who we
go
become.
for the cack.
When our characters die, that's who we become.
John, Paul, George, and Ringo,
Yeah.
you just play as the
we'll
Beatles.
come back
Great.
as the Beatles.
So, without even Casper having to try and roll a saving throw with a nat 20, he immediately fails. He is knocked back into the snow and is caught up by the avalanche, and he's buried underneath the avalanche, the snow dust, the ice.
Yes!
He's gone. He's out of the race.
All you need is snow. Da, 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 da.
Is he dead? Or is he going to come back as, I don't know, like Casper the Friendly Ghost or something?
I don't know if that deserves the guitar check. I'm not sure.
I'm going to do it
really
anyway.
doesn't.
I'll do it
Aw,
anyway.
you do it every
Will you?
time.
Why? Don't.
Don't pander.
Someone strums a guitar and the string breaks. That's what that gets, I think.
I'm like, no, do like the the Jurassic Park recorder on YouTube where it's like do a really bad out of tune one.
I really like a broken guitar string, Jamie. If I find a decent one, I'll send it
Thank
to you.
you.
But yeah,
Thank you very much.
that's great. Casper Toffington is buried and is out of the race.
Yes.
You now have Gunderson Hemingworth Smythe in the middle of the run, all on his own, and it's now his go. Just to get a lay of the land, Gunderson is in the middle of the run. Titus, you are level with him on the right-hand side of the slope. Zakaiya and Aark, you are 50 feet ahead down the run. Zakaiya's in the middle. Aark, you're flying above, I imagine.
Using my spare dice to get a lay of... I'll show you this layout that I've got going on. There's me. There's Gunderson, and there's you. I've just put you on top of her for the time being.
Oh, okay.
Can you send a photo of that? That'd be
That's
quite
actually
funny
really
to
good,
associate.
yeah.
Please, that's actually really good. Please take a photo of that.
Yeah, that's really funny.
Gunderson Hemingworth Smythe III is getting a bit desperate now. He's watched all of his friends. Friends? They're not friends. They're just rich cronies who follow him around.
Paid acquaintances.
Yeah.
Yeah, except paid acquaintances. Much like the it girls that you met in the bar and everybody else who hangs around with him, paid acquaintances. But he's getting desperate now. And Gunderson pulls the pins on all the grenades left on his bandolier, unclips his bandolier, and with an almighty throw, chucks them towards Aark and Zakaiya in the middle of the run.
Damn.
Does a natural 20 and a 19... Well, does a natural 20 hit you, Aark?
Yes.
And does a 19 hit you, Zakaiya?
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
I hate that humming. That humming means trouble's brewing.
This is...
How many dice are you rolling, Ollie?
Well, this is 3 grenades, and each grenade has 3d6. So I'm going to roll... I've got 5 here, so I'll roll 4 more after this.
Okay. I guess you need to see if you kill me outright, don't you?
Yeah, what's your HP?
5. I'm down.
5. Okay, fine. I'll roll the HP and we'll find out,
Yeah.
because it could be awful.
Yeah.
Let's hope they're all duds. Let's hope he did that thing where he took the pin out and he threw the pin.
Okay. Right. Let me just get everything in order here. There we go. That is 28 points of fire damage all at once to Aark and Zakaya.
Okay.
Aark, you are knocked unconscious.
But not instantly dead. That's always good.
That's always
not
good.
instantly dead. But Aark, you're 30 feet in the air. You fall from the sky into the snow. You take 1 failed death save. Zakaya, what was your HP?
8.
8. Okay. And you're not instantly dead because what's your max HP?
31.
31. Fine. You are knocked unconscious, but essentially these grenades erupt. The leather that the grenades are strapped to on this bandolier completely disintegrates. Aark, your feathers are singed. Not beyond repair, but like they look like you'd never be able to fly again with how damaged they are. You career down into the snow right next to Zakaya, who also collapses on her skis, facing forward down this mountain.
I was getting quite jealous of the Tango Ice Blast, so...
It's your turn to taste the sweet, sweet nectar of a Tango Ice Blast being forced down your throat. That is the end of Gunderson Hemingworth Smythe III's go. Zakaya, it's your go. Roll me a death save, please.
Okay. So what am I rolling again for a death save?
A D20. 1 through 9 you fail. 10 through 20 is a pass.
16.
That's 1 pass.
Great.
Aark, that's your go. Roll me a death save, please.
Don't give me that face, Jamie.
I've rolled. And nat 20.
I was so convinced you were going to say nat 1. I was
Me
just
too.
like, oh, I'm
Me
done.
too.
Yes! Oh my god, I am so happy for you. Oh my god. I thought that was going to be a nat 1 and I was like, we've got to go to the gatekeeper. But hey, here we are.
No.
Nat 20. Okay, Aark. With this nat 20, you hit the snow and you feel your body just go completely limp. You feel your bones and your sinew and just everything about your body just loosen as you start tumbling into this snow. But in this instance, a voice from nowhere discerning that you can feel around you just calls out to you and just says, Aark, you are not done yet. And you wake up. You wake up with 1 HP sliding down the front of this mountainous beast, which is rumbling all around you. There are trees, there are boulders, there's an avalanche cascading behind you. Icicles are falling from this ridge, which you're so close to getting to. But you are up. Aark, with a natural 20, what would you like to do with your turn?
Oh,
I can't believe you rolled a nat 20. That is insane. That is so insane.
I'm never playing poker with this boy.
Yeah, the gods are truly on his side, aren't they?
I just don't know what to do. I was expecting, yeah. Okay. So just to talk this out,
Yeah.
I do want to save for Zach, but natural disaster is going to come along, and it's going to knock me down, and then I won't have any. Like I don't know if Zach has anything to get anyone back up again. I have a cantrip that just saves people from dying. Doesn't bring anyone back, but just saves them from dying. So...
I've got a golden toothpick, if that helps.
I've got a great suggestion, but I'm unconscious.
Can we just say, just like, this is a detail that's gone unchecked by me and most of the listeners for a long time. You do not have a golden toothpick. You have a toothpick. It has never, ever been golden. It was some episode, like, I don't know, it was maybe like 6 or 7 or something, where you just went, golden. I flicked the golden toothpick into my mouth. I was like, no, it's not golden. Come on.
Is the composition of Titus's toothpick really the most important thing right now?
Maybe it's just a really old toothpick and it's gone a bit yellow and
yellowy.
rotten. In my head, that's golden, baby.
Maybe I'm mentioning the toothpick, maybe for foreshadowing reasons. Who knows? But it is not currently golden. Aark, in this instance, when you awake, stable with 1 HP, with a unconscious Sakaya sliding next to you down this mountain, with a Titus who is at the side of this slope, and Gunderson, who is 30 feet behind you. You hear the Yellow Submarine chants from the snowballers up on the ridge. But then you also hear Trevor the barman quiet everybody down, and he shouts again and says, "Get under the ridge! You'll be safe!"
Oh, can I do an insight check to see if I think
Yes, you can.
stop?
Yes, you can. Yes,
That'll
you
stop
can.
the avalanche. That's another nat 20.
Oh my god, get him out, get him out, get him out.
Yes! Yes!
So 20. Oh my god. 20 plus 4 plus 2 is 26.
26, cool. I mean, you got a natural 20 anyway. Yeah, with a natural 20 arc, you see Trevor pointing down towards the ridge, and there's no way in hell that you would have been able to see this earlier, because it's such a small, minute box underneath Trevor's feet. But you recognize, especially from your time in Iliad and planting these remote explosives everywhere, you see a detonation box under his foot with very, very thin wires running to plastic explosives and C4 that are littered all over this ridge.
Wow. Okay. Right.
Oh, so he's going to destroy the ridge to stop the avalanche. That's going to get stuck behind it, basically.
Well, you're very much in the action, Titus. That's the problem.
For everybody listening, Amy is currently on the Zoom call, cupping her breasts, I would say.
I'm not cupping my breasts.
She's doing something by like lifting her hands up underneath her chest. I don't know what that is. What's going on?
Somebody really wants to be healed, don't they? Jeez.
No, I don't want to be healed. Oh, this is so annoying. I really want to say something, but I can't.
You're unconscious. What are your options?
So my options are, I've got 1 spell slot left. I've got my 2nd level spell slot. So it has to be Cure Wounds, whatever I cast. So if I cast it on myself, I kind of get myself some HP back. And then I'll bring... I still can't bring Zakaya back. So whatever happens... Oh, that's a good...
But you can trip her so she doesn't die.
So she doesn't completely die.
There you go then, jackpot. Everyone wins.
Okay. Go on then. Right. I cast Cure Wounds on myself at 2nd level. So 1d8. Sorry, no, it'd be 2d8 plus my spellcasting modifier, which is 4.
Okay, heal yourself up.
That's an 8. Can I fly at all? You mentioned my wings are pretty fucked up.
Totally. Yeah. This is because of how large the explosion was. It looks like your wings are completely fucked up, but you are a seasoned pilot of your own being. You have been for so many years. So this isn't damage that has made you. It's not. You can't irreversibly fly. So yeah, you can absolutely get up and fly.
Can I try and drag Zakaya to kind of like safety under that ridge.
You absolutely can.
That was what I was trying to say. I wasn't doing boobs. I was doing pick me up. And everyone's like, oh, she's just talking about her breasts again.
Just talking about tits
Typical
again.
female.
Fucking women talking about their fucking
Always
tits
talking about
all
their
the time.
fucking tits. And I'm just like, come on, pick me.
Fucking nips and tits and breasts and that. Yeah.
Nips and tattoos.
Nips and tatties. Aark, roll me an athletics check to pick up Zakaya in your talons, not as an Arctic fox this time.
Yeah, 15.
15. You pick her up. She is in your talons. Just.
Cool. I like to think I just go, caca, grab her, and then, just try and drag her more to safety if I can.
Eagle! Yeah, you've got some movement, so you can get like closer under that ridge if you want to.
Yeah, 50 feet, please.
Okay, 50 feet. All good. Titus, that is your go, my friend. You have a Gunderson Hemingworth Smythe in line with you in the middle of the piste. You have you have Aark and Zakaya, who are next to nearly by this ridge. Aark, have you mentioned what you saw or heard on top of the ridge?
I didn't.
You didn't. Okay,
if I can shout it, that's fine. If you let me.
Maybe I'll give you a few seconds, and if you don't do it, then it didn't happen.
Explosion on the ridge. Go blow the ridge. Ridge, go blow up. Blow the ridge.
Right.
Go blow the ridge.
Titus, you are fully aware now that the ridge above you is loaded with explosives and ready to go. What would you like to do with your turn?
I'll just double check with Aark. I don't need to do anything to help Zach right now before I use up all my actions and movement and stuff like that, do I? She's taken care of.
She's as taken care of as possible. Like I am.
I'm in the best place I could be.
I am dragging her with my claws under explosives, but yeah, we'll see what happens.
And despite how detailed this setup I have here is, Ollie, how far away am I from the ridge?
You are, because you were slightly further back, you are about 70... No. You are slightly further back, and how many turns did you... Okay, you are 50 feet away from the ridge. So Gunderson is 30 feet to your left, but you could, without a dash action, get to or through or under the ridge if you didn't use your movement to get to Gunderson in any way or something like that.
Okay. And I couldn't... Because, I've got 30 feet of walking speed, so dash, that would be doubled, so I'd get under the ridge, correct?
So in this instance, because you're on a snowboard, you're moving at the same speed that Aark flies, so you go 50 feet for normal movement and 100 feet for a dash.
And it's 50 feet away, this ridge?
Yeah.
To get underneath it. And if I attack him, can I not make that movement, or can I do both? I know I can't get close to him to, like, swing a sword or whatever, but could I like Hoya javelin at him, for example, and then get under the ridge, or is that too much stuff going on?
You could Hoya javelin at him, absolutely. If you wanted to use a ranged attack and then use the rest of your normal movement to get under the ridge, then yeah, go for it.
Does it matter if I specify where I'm throwing the javelin? I'd like to throw it at his... What's the thing called? The couplings? Or what did you say it was
the
called?
bindings.
The bindings. It's a very specific target.
Yeah.
Probably aim for the bigger target. But I've already chopped them and something's gone on. And he's already gone down and loosened a bit more and a bit's come off.
Yeah.
So I'm feeling they're pretty damn loose right about
now.
Yeah,
if you get a high enough roll on this, Titus, you could destroy his bindings, absolutely.
Okay. Let's just point the javelin in his general direction and hope for the best. I'm not this poker player that Jamie is. Does a 25 hit?
A 25 absolutely hits. You got a 19 plus 6, 25 total. Yes. Roll your damage against Gunderson Hemingworth Smythe III.
7.
7. Cool. You hoik this javelin towards him. It buries into like his right pectoral, just like gets through some of the armor that he's wearing. Doesn't knock him for 6 to try and knock him over, but and then snaps off this javelin, like gets it, snaps it in half, and he's gonna, with a reaction, chuck it straight back at you.
Oh, for
Does a 17 hit you?
yes.
6 damage to you as he snaps off half of this javelin and throws it directly back towards you. Which is now... so what did I say? How much damage did I say?
6.
6. 3 points of piercing damage as he chucks this back at you. Just gets you in like the forearm or something.
Can I still 50 feet move, or is that buggering up my movement?
No, absolutely. You use...
Okay, hang on. I'll move myself. 50 feet forward.
For everybody who obviously can't see the zoom, Adam's now got this diorama set up and is using himself and everybody else's dice just to move about the slope that we've got going on right now. You've put it on a white piece of paper, haven't you? It's real immersive that way.
Yes, exactly. It's from a note you gave us ages ago.
Nice.
I've just turned that upside down, and it's a white sheet of paper with 4 dice, 2 of which are piled on top of each other.
Titus, you use the rest of your movement to get to this ridge, right? Or under this ridge. Okay. Now, it would normally be time for natural disasters, but because you are currently going underneath this ridge, the natural disasters can't permeate and get to you.
Can we see what we would have got?
Yeah, sure. Everybody go ahead and roll d6s to see what natural disasters you would have got.
Oh! We had a 4 yet?
Yeah, 4 was the icicles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, deadly icicles.
I got an avalanche again.
You got You are destined to be a gutter bird.
Yeah,
I'll say that much.
Penguin.
Zakiah, what did you get?
I got a 5, so I would have got another tree.
Ooh.
Yeah, you would have got trees, and yeah, Titus, you got icicles, so fine. The only one that you guys...
What 3 and 6 are.
Yeah, well, 6 is nothing, because you roll so high on it, you manage to swerve everything. And 3 is black ice, which basically puts you on your ass and makes you prone immediately. So you've missed all of those, so well done for that.
Very clever mechanics. I love that.
You guys get underneath the ridge, and it's the snowballers now. John, Paul, George, Ringo, Hugh, Barney McGrew, Cuthbert, Dibble, Grub. They all...
Trevor.
They see kind of no need to chuck snowballs at this point, but you see Trevor rear up his own leg, slam down on this explosive detonator box, and you just see like just all these like tiny little perfectly placed explosions on the ridge, and you see Trevor and the amateur snowballer team go, "Come on, lads, let's get the fuck out of here again," and start running off of the ridge, jump down the side and into this ravine on their bellies. Big barrel-chested boys all running away as this ridge starts to crumble as you guys all just make it through to the other side. Rocks, debris, snow, boulders, just completely covering the snowy path that has been laid out before you, and you all get through and you all join in the middle of this slope with no sight on Gunderson, Hemingworth, Smythe whatsoever. The snow dust, starts to settle. And the rumble from the avalanche kind of dissipates. And you're now looking into the sun, heading down this mountain. The wind kind of dies down, and you start to hear sound that's around you on this slope. and you get the... You suddenly pick up on this, like, voice that seems to be coming from around you. You're not quite sure where on the mountainside it is, but you hear it from behind you, and all you hear is... and you see Gunderson Hemingworth Smythe jumping off of this rock kicker mountain that has been created, 360 methoding, like putting it in the face of Titus, shooting at all of you with his short pistol as he jumps over this ravine to land in the snow and again try to attack you all. And that's where we'll end our session.
Woo! Well, we need him alive. If he'd been buried, it'd have been really awkward because we'd have had to have dug him out to get his helicopter key. So, yeah.
Absolutely. And he is that much of a seasoned athlete that although the amateur snowboarder team, you know, they did some kind of help with their snowballs eventually, John Paul, George and Ringo especially. You can't keep a seasoned athlete down. Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much to my players, Jamie, Amy and Adam, for coming through this week and playing another episode of Dice with Death. We are on Spotify, on iTunes, on Google Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts. So please go, if you enjoy this podcast, subscribe to us, leave us a 5-star review, check us out on the social medias at Dice with Death. And if you want to check out all this lovely cast who are here every single bi-weekly on this podcast, Jamie, where can people find you on social media?
You can find me on Twitter. I'm Jamu1987.
Amy, where can people find you online?
On Twitter, Amy_Mallet.
And Adam, where can people find you on social media?
You can find me on everything and this excellent diorama that I've made at Adam Wilborn.
Thank you so much for being here for another episode of Dice with Death. We'll see you next time. Say bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.